Hi guys, so I got a job 3 weeks ago and I started the job. I didn't get it 3 weeks ago. I started it and I haven't made a video since because I'm super busy. So my normal day looks like this. I go to work, finish work, I go to class, finish class, I get home. It's 9:45 when I get home. I have 15 minutes break. 15 minutes, I don't know what I do in those 15 minutes. Get ready to bed, brush my teeth and go to bed. And tomorrow, a few times a week, 2 usually, I also go to the gym. So I wake up at like 5, go to the gym, I arrive at the gym at 6, shower at the gym, go to work from the gym, and then get home at 9:45. So I think you can understand that I just don't have time to make videos. And then I also work half a Saturday, so I actually only have half a Saturday and Sunday to make a video, which then it's not my priority because I'm tired and I want to do stuff, meet my friends. Yesterday I scheduled so many friends. Like I was going to meet my Spanish friend for coffee, and we were going to walk so that I could meet my other friends at the park. So she walked with me to the park. At the park I met my 2 other friends, and then we went on a boat trip. I had to leave the boat trip earlier. They dropped me off and I took U-Bahn to go to meet my cousin and his wife and my boyfriend, and we had dinner together. That's how packed my weekends are now. I think you can still hear I'm a little bit sick. And if I wasn't sick a week before, you wouldn't have this video even. I only am able to do this video because, what time is it now? I was like, oh, what time is it? Oh, yeah, I forgot my watch. I think it's around 5 because I was supposed to leave my home at 5. I spent the whole day in pajamas with no makeup and with dirty hair. Then I finished work, I washed my hair, got makeup done, I got dressed to go to class. But last week I was sick and I got fever at the office on Monday, so I went straight home instead of going to school. So I forgot my books in the locker at work. So today I got ready to go to class after work and I had no books, so I decided not to go. I will go tomorrow because tomorrow is the gym work school day. And yeah, that's how it is, 3 weeks, I don't know how it passed. It was super fast. Lots of things happened, like so many things that if I wanted to just talk about it, I would need 20 minutes, which I don't have. I want to make it fast. We are 3 minutes in. I'm gonna make it 10. I'm gonna talk about one of the topics, and I want to talk about my B1 exam in this video. And then I will make another video about integration course because it was requested by many of you, like you don't understand what integration course is, whatever. I will make a video about it. Another question I get is about working in Germany. I really want to make this video. I also want to make it because I used to work for a really bad company, and bad in every aspect of this word. It was like your nightmare company, And now I work for a very good company. You could call it a dream company. So I really have a comparison and I want to make a video about this. And today I will talk about my B1 exam that I was supposed to have, not last Saturday, which was 2 days ago, but a week before. And of course I didn't make it because of the S-Bahn. It was actually, I try not to only blame S-Bahn because I don't know, I just don't feel good about that. I feel like it was a series of events, and also I feel like the fact that I'm a foreigner also played a role. It was also my fault, or at least I like to think like that. That there's one thing that determines what happens to you, it's a series of things, and I feel like I wasn't supposed to take it, you know. So first of all, sorry, still a little bit sick. So first of all, one thing that happened was I had a company party a day before on Friday, and we could bring a +1, which was super nice. Imagine going to a starting a job, and then 2 weeks later your partner can actually meet all the people you talk about at home, and then all the people you work with also. You don't have to say my boyfriend, you can say the name, which I can't say because he doesn't want to be online, and we are still in the process on Instagram of choosing a name for him. And no, I'm not happy with your answers of naming him like Hans, Heinrich, Felix and Dieter, some weird names there. But for now we're gonna keep it German boyfriend. My friends know his name, and my coworkers now know his name too. And yeah, my coworkers also don't really know I'm online. Only one knows, two know actually. And the first day I started work, I went to work and we were sitting 3 people. There were 3 people in the office. Me and my direct teammate, and then another guy from another team, but also within our international team. And he said, "Oh, I think I saw your reel." And he said it out loud. And then he said like, "Oh, I went to your Instagram account and it's like a big account." I was like, Then I changed the topic. I was talking about like algorithm. I was like, "Oh yeah, weird how algorithm chooses whatever." And I was trying to change the topic so that my direct teammate didn't pick up on it, and she didn't. She only found out later because I was going on a lunch break, and on the lunch break I had to post a collaboration reel, and it didn't work. So I was getting a bit worked up. So then she found out, but she still doesn't follow me. She doesn't know the name. She just knew that I have to post it and whatever. So yeah, let's keep it as it is. And now I don't remember the main topic. I know, Friday. Friday we went to the party, and I had a sore throat a day before. And at that party, I was starting to like lose my voice. Like really, I had trouble talking. Like you could hear that it wasn't my voice. So I said, let's go home because I'm losing my voice. I didn't review anything. I need to go home. I need to wake up early tomorrow. We left at 10. We were supposed to leave at 9, but it was such a good party. So we left at 10. We left at 10. And then, sorry, there's a dog coming. I have to stop because, my dog. So we left at 10. We got home at 11, and it was already, oh my God, somebody left a cake on top of the tree. Anyway, we got home at 11. It was super late, so I didn't really review. I knew that my B1 exam was just for me to like go there and pass it. I knew I can pass it without really preparing. So I didn't really prepare, but I felt this pressure that I have to prepare, I have to review. Whatever, I woke up the next day totally without any voice. And I went to the exam. I drove the car to the station. Then from the station I took the S-Bahn. And because I didn't review the day before, I was reviewing on the S-Bahn. And I missed my stop. I went one stop further because I had so much time, and I left home way before, like I had, even if I missed my stop, 3 stops, I could still make it to the exam because the teacher said we should be there like 15 minutes before. So I was planning for this deadline, like to be there at 8:45, not at 9. So I had really a lot of time. So I missed the stop. I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just get on the other side and come back. And the trains are there every 2-3 minutes, right? So that was the first thing that happened. I missed the stop. Second thing that happened was I went across the rails, and I saw it's not 2 minutes, it's 8 minutes. And I was like, oh, shame. Even if it's 8 minutes, even if it was 20 minutes, I'm okay. but it wasn't 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes. I was still reviewing, and then after 5 minutes I look up at the board, it's still 8 minutes. And then I thought, that's weird. And then I started to worry. It was already like past, and I was one stop away, right? So I still had half an hour. And then the 8 minutes never changed. It was still 8 minutes. It was still 8 minutes. I started like panicking. There was a notification, like there was an announcement. I didn't understand it. They said it the second time. I recorded it, sent it to my boyfriend, and he said, yeah, there is the delay at Jungfernstieg, and so the second thing that happened is it didn't arrive. Third thing, I didn't understand the announcement. If I understood that announcement the first time, maybe I would like get up and go, but I didn't even worry. I thought I have time. Then when it was already like 8:45, I started looking into taxis and Moja, but there were no taxis. I was in a random place called Elbbrücken, which is a bridge between South Hamburg and like the rest of the proper Hamburg, and there was literally nothing. So I waited and I started crying, and I was crying so much. And then the train arrived at 9 and my exam was at 9, and I didn't make it. When I got the S-Bahn, when it finally arrived, I could just go home, because like I was going the same direction because I missed the stop, so I had to go back. So I was just going home crying, and then they called me from the school. They were like, hi, you were supposed to be at the exam now. And I was crying. I was like, yes, there was a problem with the S-Bahn, it didn't come, I'm going home now. And they were like, oh, okay, don't cry. And it wasn't a person I knew from the school. So then after like 3 or 4 hours, the school called me again. And now this was the person that was actually handling me, Like she would always write me emails. And she said, yeah, my colleague told me you were crying and you didn't make it because of the S-Bahn. It's okay. We can arrange it for you again. But the next, oh, sorry, I'm distracted. Come, Buka. Come quickly. Come quickly. Okay, sorry, there was a dog and she was bitten the other day. Another thing I wanted to tell you about. She was attacked. So now I'm scared that she's gonna attack, because she has trauma or something, but apparently not, maybe. So anyway, so she said I can retake the exam, but first I have to register 4 weeks prior, and second they have to find a free place for me. So she said it can take another 3-4 months. And I was so disappointed, because I went to this integration course in January, and I was preparing this whole integration course. The goal is to pass this exam, and I was preparing for it since January. I was going to school, I was studying, I was doing it all. I had like the preparation for this exam, and I didn't make it. And I was so disappointed that, when I was going to this exam, I was like so happy. I felt so relieved that I don't have to talk about it anymore. Nobody will ask me about it anymore. I don't have to like have this deadline in my head that I have to do it. Buka, quickly, go quickly. Good girl. So, yeah. And I didn't get to do it. And it was really a formality, like I could... Come, Buka. In Polish we say z palcem w dupie, że mogłam to zdać z palcem w dupie. So it's like, Buka. So it means literally I could pass it with a finger up my ass. Like, it means like it was so easy. I just needed to get there and do it. And now I have to wait 3-4 months. And I'm gonna forget, I'm gonna forget a lot of grammar. I'm gonna forget a lot of things, because what you learn for exam, you don't actually really use it in daily life, like some of the grammar, some of the phrases, how to write an email. Now I have to write the emails again, because like this is something that I was training to do, write emails, and obviously I haven't written any emails in German since. So yeah, that was a bummer. And I have to say, never trust Deutsche Bahn, because that was on Saturday. That was my first problem with Deutsche Bahn. On Monday, when I was so sick and I had to go home, I didn't go to school, that's why I forgot my books. So I got fever at work. I went to Hauptbahnhof by U-Bahn, no problem. But then I see on the board that my S-Bahn, and I can take 2 home. None of them are running. Then there is an announcement, which my boyfriend of course translated for me, that there is a problem in Stellingen. There is Polizeieinsatz or something like that, and there are no S-Bahn. There is no S-Bahn running on these tracks. And I was like, Jesus. So I called my boyfriend. He checked on the app. He said, you have to take a regional train, which is like a proper train, you know. So I, with fever, with running nose, had to go figure out how to get the regional train home, which I did. And regional train home doesn't go to my home. It goes to like a station. Maybe I can just tell you, Harburg. And then from there he had to come by car and pick me up. That was the second time I took it after the exam. The third time was yesterday, and I was boiling. I can't understand. The third time in a row I was taking S-Bahn. I went to the station, and the board was directly, it says Polizeieinsatz, no train between Harburg and, I don't want to say where I live, so, and not my stop, but one further. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Polizeieinsatz, it's already like, I'm not in a hurry because I always leave earlier. I'm not in a hurry, I can make it. Guess what? I stood there on the S-Bahn platform for 40 minutes. Then, I was going to meet a friend. So with her help, we understood the announcement that said, oh, you know, I think you should take the, what was it? How did they say it? We suggest you take an alternative, whatever, way, like find an alternative, what is it called in English? Transport to Harburg, because, yeah, it's not gonna happen. And then, when I was leaving the S-Bahn to go to get the bus, there was lots of police, ambulance, there was even firefighter truck, and the bus, I don't know if they put like a replacement bus, because they said it's gonna be a replacement bus later. I think, like, what I thought is it's gonna take these 2 stops that I needed to go to Harburg, but apparently, no, we went for a field trip. We even left Hamburg for a bit. We went to Tierpark, Schwarze Berge, we went to Kiekeberg. There was like 50 stops between that stop where I got on and Harburg. And the S-Bahn takes like, I don't know how many minutes, 10, 15, 20, whatever. And I was on this bus for 40 minutes. So instead of going from my home to Hauptbahnhof in 29 minutes, I got to Hauptbahnhof in 1 hour and 40 minutes. And at this point I was like, how can you ever trust S-Bahn, you know? What if you were going to the airport? What if you had a job interview? What if you had like a, I don't know, meeting with a bank? Or what if you, I don't know, what if you had to go to a doctor's appointment? Like, luckily I was meeting a friend, and luckily she could understand that it's not my fault. And the funny thing is that she wanted to come meet me in Harburg because we lost so much time. She took the wrong train, and then she wanted to take a train back, and her train didn't go. It stopped, and then they were waiting. And then guess what? I took the S-Bahn because it was right in between Harburg and Hauptbahnhof. I took the S-Bahn, and guess what? It was standing because, I don't know, it is always waiting in front of Hauptbahnhof, God knows for what, for the rails to be free. And I'm sorry, I was supposed to talk 10 minutes about the exam. Now we also talked about trains and it's 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm done. I just had to get it out of my system. Don't trust S-Bahn. Maybe I should also talk about like how it works in China, because it's really impressive. The train is never late, even by 1 minute. And basically the trains in China, they work like planes. So you show the ticket at the platform to an attendant, and she lets you through a door. Then you go up, down the stairs, whatever, where the train is, and the train is waiting already. So you just like kind of like boarding to the plane. You board with the lady or a guy or whoever is there. You just show your passport or your ticket or your ID. I couldn't show my ID. It was said to be a passport, but Chinese people can show ID. They just show the ticket. They go through the boarding. They go on the train. They sit, and then when the time, let's say the train is supposed to leave at 7:53, close the door, leave. Always on time. And this, I don't know, but you guys in Germany, you should learn from China, because the last 3 times I took it, I had like more and more problems, you know? It's not like, and it's not even a space of weeks. It was Saturday, Sunday, how many days? 8 days. I can't believe it that I had so much trouble, and it's so simple now. Like, just run the trains. just let me get where I need to go. Don't understand why is it so difficult. You have one job. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I mean, I'm going the whole time, but I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna stop talking, stop boring you. I'm gonna make new videos soon. And maybe you can tell me in the comments, what do you want next? Do you want the integration course? Do you want the work comparison? Do you want life in Germany? Do you want some of the German learning? Let me know in the comments, then I'll make sure I prioritize that. Bye! Where's Buchku? Buka, say bye!